Hey, happy Tuesday, how you doing? Let's see what I'm going to work on today. Today I'll be finishing up this 2-liter Mazda head. It's an FE. It actually goes in a forklift. Yesterday I did valve guides, 3-angle valve job. I bought new valves for it, but I ended up facing 6 of them because they had really bad run out. Here we go. That one didn't cooperate. So when I went to drive them out from the chamber side, the bottom of the guide exploded because it got hung up on all this debris. So I flipped the head over. All right, let's try this. So I broke them all off, and I was able to drive them out this direction with no debris to hang on to them, and they came right out. Except for these two, they broke off jagged, and I had to mill the tops of them down, and then I was able to drive them out as well. If you guys wouldn't have broken that off crooked, I wouldn't have to do this. He has a clip, lets me know where to stop. After I got done putting the guides in, I did a 3-angle valve job. Somebody's put a helicoil in this hole right here and it doesn't have any threads. I don't know why they'd put such a short insert in there. So I'm going to put a time insert in it. And then I have to put a helicoil in this hole. It's missing threads. Okay, let's put a helicoil in here. Don't forget to break that tab off. Now there's just a little nothing of a burr. There you go. Don't forget to blow that little piece out. Alright, I'm going to give these cam saddles just a little bit of a fluff and buff. I didn't really remove any material, I just made sure there's no high spots. I'm going to hit this valve cover rail. There you go, just making sure there's no burrs on it. Now I'll hit this side. There we go. Now the exhaust side. There you go. Hey, I put that thread insert in that spark plug on a short, so you'll have to check that out. Came out nice. So now I'm going to just touch this seat because it could have distorted it when I installed that. $45. Yeah, it didn't distort. And a 30. There you go. We're ready to surface. All right, it's all surfaced. I surfaced it on a short, so you have to check it out. Fooled you guys. So here we go. I'm going to take a really light cut. So this was about 1,000. This was as light as I could cut. You know, a little tiny bit of damage from glass beading, nothing major. I'm going to take another half off of it, and that'll get rid of that. Here we go. I always finish in this direction. If I finish going the other way, the backside of the cutter can drag across that surface, and I don't want that. There we go, that mark went away. How about a little slow motion? Alright, we're just coming across the middle. That didn't make you sick, did it? Just coming out the end. There we go. Let me get it in the wash. Let's speed this table up. Shut her down. Alright, it's out of the wash. I've measured the stem heights. They're all within the spec. I got 4 things laid out on this side, and then I'll flip it over and do the intakes. Say these keepers, I want to show you something about these keepers. So let me get an intake keeper. Okay, this is an intake keeper. Let me get an exhaust. This is an exhaust keeper. See how it's black? So the different colored keepers serve a function on a vehicle. The black ones, the exhaust ones, don't fit the stem tight. They don't grip it, so it allows that valve to rotate. Now on a propane situation, you don't want the valve to rotate. So these heads, when they come in, I always convert them all and get rid of the exhaust keepers and put intake keepers on them. But somebody's gotten into this head already, and they did that for me. So let me get this thing assembled. Don't mix your keepers up on your vehicle at home. You got to have the exhaust, black ones on the exhaust, and the intakes on the intakes. I'm setting up the tripod and somebody come over here. Where'd you go, Bear? What are you doing, buddy? You sniffing that? That's where I put my tripod. Good idea, huh? You want to say anything to anybody? Say, yeah, pet me. Okay, I'll pet you. There you go. Okay. you're not going to find a seal that goes on harder than these. They're fully metal. They're metal clad, but they don't have the rubber inside like a normal one. See here, there's no rubber inside. They go on hard. Yeah, I'm going to show you how I check that stem height. So I put a valve in. I have this gauge here, it's made by Fowler, and I stick it on the valve. Let me scoot you over about there maybe. And just put it on here. And that's reading 1 inch 835 thousandths. Is that in focus? Yep. And that's in the spec. Now I check to see if the valves are sealing with this. It just covers the port, and if it pulls vacuum, it's good. Put it on here, and it's good. Here you go. It's gonna run just as crappy as it did when it came in, because they got some other problem. There was nothing wrong with the head. They wanted it rebuilt though. So I've had this happen before. I get a job in and they want it rebuilt or whatever. They tell me they got the problem and I'll tell them, hey, there's nothing wrong with your head. And then, sometimes I get a phone call back and they're like, hey, it's still doing the same thing. And I tell them, hey, I tried to tell you that it wasn't the issue. So they got something going on. I think it's the valve adjustment is too tight because they have a misfire after it gets warm. Things grow when it gets warm and the lash tightens up, and I think they have a misfire from it. Well, thanks for coming along in this two-part build on this Mazda. You guys come back and see me again, all right? And be nice to each other. Bye.